9 is an LHC report about a request to sell city-owned property at 18 Geyser Avenue, also in C14. Item 10 is a motion authorizing the general manager of LHC to amend the low and moderate income housing fund protected advance bridge loan for Casa de Rosas Apartments, which is a supportive housing project in CD9. Item 11 is a motion regarding instructing the CLA to report on the provisions of Measure A in relation to oversight processes. We had a presentation on Measure A last week. This will allow the legislative analysts to provide their own analysis, which is great. And item 12 is a motion regarding funding from the General Purpose Fund for a new shared housing program in C3. So with that, let's move to public comment. And I want to make sure we have our Spanish interpreter here. Wonderful. And we have Michael Custodio from the City Attorney's Office to provide guidance to the public.
Thank you, Madam Chair. To the members of the public, when it is your turn to speak, please state your name and which of the agenda items you would like to speak on. You will first have 1 minute to speak on one agenda item or 2 minutes to speak on 2 or more items. In addition, those who would like to address the community with general public comment will be provided 1 additional minute for a maximum up to 3 minutes per person for all agenda items, including general public comment. We will inform you when your time is up. When speaking on agenda items, you must be on topic. Our goal is to get through as many speakers as we can. If you are not speaking on topic, or if we cannot tell whether you are speaking on a particular item, I will give you 1 brief warning. If you do not immediately get clearly on topic, or if you stray off topic, you will forfeit the rest of your time, and we will move on to the next speaker. Again, please start your public comment on the agenda items, and then move to the public comment.
Okay, great. And we'll call a few names. Charles Clydesdale, Kamran Soltani, Steve Jones, and Peter Aiello. And I just wanted to say we will take a maximum of an hour of public comment today. I'll call a few more names.
Does anybody see me?
Soso, Shannon O'Rourke, Eduardo Rodriguez, Adam Smith. Go ahead, your name and item you speak on. Okay, great, you have 1 minute. Okay.
Thank you for
Anybody see here?
allowing me to share
Thank you.
this critical part of the time and it has been a vital support from my family. During this tough period, when we had no steady income, hosting travelers helped us survive and sustain our lives, particularly for my aging parents who depend on me. Beyond providing financial peace, our home has become a space for sharing the authentic of family spirit. As our primary resident, we offer more than just a place to stay. We provide genuine connection to our community, guests from around the world. Guests from around the world have told us how much they appreciated the opportunity to experience LA through the lens of its people, not just its landmarks. This is not just about economic survival, it's about building bridges.
Thank you very much. Your minute is up. Thank you. We appreciate your comment.
Hi, Steve Jones, CD13. I'm here to speak on item number 2. So 3 things, quickly. I'm 64 years old, I'm retired, I live off my Social Security.
You have 1 minute, speaker. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm 64 years old, retired, I'm living off of my Social Security. I have a fixed income. My expenses have risen, my income has not. I rent a room in my home to help with my expenses. Home sharing has helped me stay in my home. That's the first thing. Item number 2, I rent a room to a lot of people who have parents or children in the area. They appreciate being able to be close to their family. My home sharing has become a part of the social fabric of my neighborhood. I've met lots of neighbors I otherwise would not have met and I'm providing something for my community that actually strengthens it and holds it together. Item 3, I live close by Larchmont Village, and my guests directly contribute to the bottom line of many of the small business owners in the village. Ask any business owner if they prefer a few more people shopping in their stores. Every one of them will be a resounding yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your support. Your name and the items you're speaking on, I want to just one moment. Thank you so much, attendees to the meeting. We appreciate that you're here and you're enthusiastic, but the clocking does slow us down and prevents us from getting through as many speakers. But again, thank you again for coming. Go ahead. Your name and the items you're speaking on.
Good afternoon, my name is Peter Ardello, and I'm speaking about home show.
Okay, 1 minute.
3 years ago, my wife and I purchased a downtown apartment at a place where the mom was switched time between here and Mexico. Since short-term rentals were allowed in our building, we decided to rent out our apartment when available to offset the cost of our purchase and to give us extra income. The city of LA's own website defines affordable housing as paying 30% or less of a household's monthly income for rent or mortgage. The 2022 census states that the median yearly income of Angelino is $76,244. That would make $1,906.10 the amount the website claims is affordable. Our property cost us $525,000. That is not affordable by your standards, certainly not by ours. By your own definition, we do not take affordable housing away from anyone. We are not the village. We are people who follow the rules, pay our fees and taxes, add money to the local economy, and we vote. We should not be forced to investing in LA and doing things the right way. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for
All right, so
your name and the items you're speaking on.
Good afternoon, Ms. Pasarellos. I'm speaking on item number 2 and also public comment.
Okay, 1 minute for the item, 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
Thank you. So again, Ms. Pasarellos, I'm here to speak on item number 2. The HSO is a good law that the city of LA is either unable or unwilling to enforce, even though the HSO contains multiple provisions that would curb the spread of illegal short-term rentals.
they are,
Enforcement issues that ensure
and
that
this is
people
actually
have
like
access
5
to
times more
the
serious than
process.
regular city council.
The current fine structure and the lack of enforcement does little to deter illegal on properties, and the system intended to prevent the wholesale corporate takeover of our housing, like the primary residency requirement, are easily evaded. The HSO is a critical enforcement tool to protect our housing from corporate operators, and we need strong enforcement coupled with strong targeted to lose a ton of housing to short-term rentals. So we want to ensure that before the 2028 Olympics and as all of these events are rolling into our neighborhoods, that we have the protections to make sure that we don't lose any more housing.
Thank you. Joni Juan Munoz, Sylvia Lopez, Michael Neer. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. My name is Adam from the LA Community Action Network. I'd like to speak on number 3, I guess, that's under general public comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute for the item, 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
It's always interesting to read the reports attached to these, like, these necessary reports that come out monthly on things like Inside State, to look at the numbers that are presented, while also witnessing and talking to people that are affected by and are participants in and are kicked out of Inside State. If you look at the report, there's 2 Inside States that happened on order C1 and 14 in the same place within about a month. We know that some of those folks the first time were brought to the wine garden at 6 in San Pedro and Skid Row, and it's always curious in a place like Skid Row, when people are there for particular reasons, why those folks aren't being prioritized. We know that there are open beds in CD14, we know that C14 holds beds open, which seems to weaponize them against the people that most need them. General public comment. I don't have much to say, I guess. I'm very, very surprised, I guess, that Councilmember Devin isn't here. I guess maybe the person that put him on this committee didn't know how serious he takes his job. But
Nithya just went.
yeah, one thing would, the city would run a lot better if people actually listened to folks like Escobardo who spoke before me, instead of chatting amongst themselves. Councilmember Blumenfield, you could be there or looking at your phone. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please. Your name and the item you're speaking on.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Patricia Soto. I'm speaking on item number 2, and this is a general comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general public comments. Go ahead.
Thank you. So for Airbnb, I rent 1 room in my 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom home in Highland Park. So I wanted to say that, for instance, it's very important to us because we only have 120 nights allowed per year. And I usually, before that came to be, I was booked a whole year. Now I, of course, have to pay about $1,100 for an extended permit, which I don't mind. It helps the city, it helps me, and I'm able to book for the entire year. I want to say as public comments and part of the comment, that my Airbnb rental really does not take away from housing at all. I live in the house and I rent my other room. And I want to say also that I really believe that in our amazing city, we have plenty of business, hospitality business and Airbnb and hotels for everybody. We're not taking anything away from anybody. We're adding to the city. The city gets to collect taxes from my guests, and I'm able to make additional income. So thank you so much for allowing me to comment, and thank you for the work that you guys do for a beautiful city.
Hello, I'm Shannon Overberg, speaking at item number 2, and so here we go. I've been an Airbnb host for 9 years, since 2016, and it's my primary source of income at the moment. I work in the entertainment industry, and as we know, we've been hit hard with lots of leaving the state and going to places like Ireland and Australia and Scotland and on and on and on. So if Airbnb was to change, if the city council would change the rules for me to rent out my home, I myself would be homeless. So to add to the homeless problem, I also provide a service for my neighborhood. I live in C4 in Los Feliz, and most of the
I haven't seen audit. I thought she was going to come though.
visiting family, their grandparents, visiting their grandchildren,
What?
their visiting relatives.
There's actually quite a lot going on around housing and homelessness policy, and that's something Rufus and I have been writing about on Substack. Nithya has come back. She has decided that it's worth attending this meeting. Kevin De Leon is not. Sorry.
While the HSO is a valuable law, it has become evident that the city of Los Angeles has either the inability or unwillingness to enforce it effectively. Despite the HSO containing multiple provisions designed to curb the rise of illegal short-term rentals, enforcement challenges have allowed these illegal rentals to continue spreading throughout the city. In the midst of the housing crisis, it is crucial that we protect every existing housing unit in the neighborhood for long-term tenants. As a member of United Here Local 11, I am aware that many of my fellow members have been priced out of living in Los Angeles. I strongly urge you to consider amending this HSO in line with the policy recommendations from Better Neighbors LA to prevent further loss of housing stock to illegal STRs. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next speaker, and I'll call a couple of other names: Rita Obermeyer, Vanessa Johnson, Anne Marie Molina, Jacqueline Ho. Thank you. Your name and the item you're speaking Speaker?
Sure. Juan Munoz, item 2, and general public comment.
Okay, 1 minute for the item, 1 minute for general public comment. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Chair Rahman and members. My name is Juan Munoz, and I will unite here local 11, speaking on item 2, general public comment about the much-needed enforcement of the home sharing ordinance. Our union continues to be concerned about the spread of illegal short-term rentals in Los Angeles. According to Better Neighbors LA, non-compliant STRs have increased by 73% over the past year, and that has had significant negative effects on our members here in Los Angeles. Our members are losing housing opportunities because of illegal STRs. It's simple supply and demand. When you take housing off the market to convert it into tourist accommodations, the cost of housing goes up for everyone else, and our members are unable to afford those higher housing costs. The current fine structure and lack of enforcement does little to deter illegal STR profiteering and systems intended to prevent wholesale corporate takeover of our housing stock. To help alleviate the housing crisis, building more housing with court support is not enough. We must also deal with the issue of short-term rentals by strengthening the home sharing ordinance with increased enforcement and penalties for illegal policy recommendations made by our partner, Better Neighbors LA. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next speaker, please. Your name and the item you're speaking on.
Mahmoud Asadi, I will speak on one item in General Public Comment.
Thank you.
So
2 minutes for the items, 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
For the people here, you have to sign up on item 2, and you have to sign up on special meeting item, because very sneaky corrupt politician here. They don't set up 2 items for one fucking item. See, this is called the elderly in the doctor. This is what they eat, you see. You go ahead and you prioritize shit that you want to prioritize according to how many bag of money you have. So let's see here, the council members, can you hold up your bags? How much money do you have today? How much cash money did you get today? No? Okay. Oh, I tried. Oh, I see. So the bribery is not
Sorry, I just wanted to
also.
be clear that the city attorney is asking you to stay
Oh, yeah, the
on
city
topic. Otherwise,
attorney,
we'll move you to general public
of
comment.
course, the city attorney. Of course, bribery is not an item 2. Okay. So let's see, bribery on item 3, item 3. There is bribery there. Item 4, bribery again, homeless declaration. There is no homeless emergency, you stupid asshole. How can there be emergency? You have empty apartments all over the fucking city, 2nd Street, 4th Street, Temple, Cecil Chavez, all the way in Van Nuys. Hundreds of thousands of fucking units in these beautiful buildings are vacant. Why are these people inside the fucking apartments? You have fucking housing. Why don't you open the door and give the key to people as long as they do not use drugs and get a felony conviction? Misdemeanor, okay. Sometimes you got to scratch. It's okay. It's okay. You know, one time I suspected that I tried to hijack airplane. That's not true. It's not true. Now for my general comment. You see Bob, you see Amanda. The real racist is Vivian Ramalulu. I signed up to speak under my American name. She would not call my name. So I signed up as a fucking former Lebanese terrorist, and she calls me 4 minutes and 24 seconds after I sign up on kiosk. So therefore, you do not Bob, you do not prioritize randomly Bob. She cherry-picked. She take the name she wants. Oh, this guy gave me country donation. Oh, this guy pay off my friend. Oh, this guy can blackmail me. Oh, this guy has me on the day of the city party. I come in next. Etc., Bob. You're a fucking failure. So why don't you just take all this money, put it in a large truck, and dump it on Main Street, and we'll run in the city and pick it up like the running of the bulls.
Deputy, my name is Josie. general public comment, go ahead.
I am a single mom, a homeowner, a freelance TV producer, and a proud Angelino. In 2020, when work came to a screeching halt due to the pandemic and then writer's strike, I did what many Angelinos did, and I got creative. I invested my savings into a small but charming and permitted ADU on my property. I listed it on Airbnb and used the platform to millions of tools to ensure I was only welcoming the perfect guests onto my property. I was able to vet them before accepting them, set very strict rules, and with the exception of a man who demanded a refund due to a noisy cricket in his room, I had 2 years of amazing success. If it wasn't for my ADU, I would have left LA 2 years ago. As a producer in the town, the mayor and the governor have done very little of substance to keep production jobs in Los Angeles. I continue to struggle. I've become absolutely reliant on Airbnb to make ends meet. Due to the enforcement of RSO, I can no longer rent my ADU for short-term rentals at all. My investment meaningless. How did my city let me build this ADU and come to rely on it and then essentially take it away? What has my city done to keep entertainment jobs here and not in Atlanta, Canada, and Europe? My city keeps letting me down. Please, let Airbnb keep operating and please reverse the RSO loophole so we can survive and not have to leave LA for a more affordable city and become another statistic. Thank you for your time and service. Oh, yes, we have a translator. Sorry, you just need to pause. Speak, pause.
Hola, pausa para que pueda por favor.
Hola, mi nombre es Cristian López. A mí me encantaría mucho que tuviéramos un cambio, lamentablemente estoy trabajando y es inmigrante.
I am Silvia Lopez, and the changes will not really affect me.
Okay. Mi base económica, estoy viuda, tengo pues hija de 15 años, hace 2 años murió. Estoy pagando la universidad con un adolescente y me sostengo del trabajo de Airbnb. Y que hace muchos años, lamentablemente, yo también tendría que ir como a la calle como lo que están haciendo las personas.
The economic situation, I am a widow, and my daughter is 15 years old, and she was 2 years old when her father left. I am paying for college, and my only source of income is Airbnb, and there are changes I will be affected by.
Sería muy duro para mí, lamentablemente, la situación que estamos económicamente en estos años, para poder agarrar un trabajo estable de economía, pues nunca, gracias a Dios, no crecí con mis hijos, no sé qué era la ayuda monetaria del gobierno ni en plantilla, porque gracias a Dios siempre he sostenido trabajo de
Even the economic situation is very difficult, and it's difficult also to get a stable job. I have no taken food stamps or aid from the government because I have been able to survive with the Airbnb.
Gracias, que tengan buenas tardes.
Thank you, Andrew.
Your name and the item you're speaking on?
Michael Hager, 230 Japan, hear us.
What item are you speaking on?
Item number 2 in general.
Okay, if you don't mind, just moving your microphone up a little bit so we can hear you. Thank you very much. You have 2 minutes.
I appreciate everybody time that they're listening to us. I've been a member of the City of Los Angeles Extended Home Sharing for 5 years. And it's helping me a little bit financially to stand on my feet with the county crisis that right now is facing. And every year I register with the city and I pay my share yearly, but I have to pay also monthly that we have to report into the city financially and economically good for the city of Los Angeles. I'm glad that I'm here to mention that to you guys. But unfortunately, this is the feedback that I'm giving. I spoke to some of the colleagues out there, they have this problem. The city of Los Angeles Home Sharing, they have a legal problem with the system. Like for instance, when I was renewing my citizenship registration, which is I've been registering for years, I have a first name and last name, I'm getting to show as S. So you just put the S at the end, and they pick it on me the right put it at the end, right? And you put it at the first, at the middle, and they deny me my renewal, my resident
home sharing. 3 days later, I got an email that they're requesting to take this member home sharing registration. I believe the system, short-term rental supports the local economy, provided significant tax revenue for the city and enabled many residents to afford to stay in their home. The extended home sharing permit is an important source that gives Angelino the black people of sharing their home when needed, especially for those who really on home sharing to remind in the city of Los Angeles as a large company of Airbnb paying their shares and tax. Also, hosts are paying their shares by paying registration fees and weekly reports reported to the city of Los Angeles. And along with that, in the past few weeks, the rules that for the Department of Finance that you have to file with them and you have to report it.
Thank you very much. Your time is up, speaker, but if there's a case that you need help with, we're happy to connect you to the appropriate people on the staff. Next speaker, please.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Andrew Brookfield, item 2.
Sorry about that. Your name and the item you're speaking on?
Thank you. Andrew Brookfield, item 2.
Okay, you want it. Go ahead.
I'd like to underscore that the space I share could never be rented long-term. The room has no cooking or laundry facilities, and like many short-term rooms here, could not be an apartment that's otherwise be rented out. I offer parking space, no street parking is taken, there have been no noise complaints, and I abide by all safety regulations in check. Notably, nearby hotels charge 250% more than my rate. Reducing short-term rentals makes budget tourism to the city almost impossible. Coming to LA shouldn't just be for the rich. Spaces like mine don't move living spaces, provide revenue for crucial city services, including homelessness initiatives, nearly $300 million between 2016 and 2023, as a place to stay for tourists of all budgets. They bring in more people for restaurants, live entertainment, and small business. I ask you that you maintain the extended ownership program. Thank you.
Thank you. Your name and the items you're speaking on, welcome, and I'll call a couple more speakers. Zuzka Pasterko, Brad Aarons, Noah Suarez Sykes, Voorhees, Nina Mendes. Go ahead, your name and the items you're speaking on.
My name is Vanessa Johnson, item 2, and general comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute for the item, 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
My name is Vanessa Johnson. I've been a homeless for 13 years. I've participated in every city council meeting on this property since 2014. Every time we have an ordinance concerning home sharing, once again, I'm here, back again, fighting for my right to survive. The ordinance passed took away 74% of the hope, and this ordinance will remove the rest 26%. I don't understand. Are we here to make me homeless or the homeless? How is taking away my extended permit making housing for the homeless? My home will never be available because I live in it, I share it. It's my permanent residence. I need the extended permit because I can't live on Social Security alone. I can't raise my price to make up 12 months of income in 3 months. I live in South Central LA. I bring dollars to the part of the city that doesn't see travel dollars. Why do you want to destroy that? Make this make sense. My neighborhood doesn't have hotels to serve my demographics.
All items and my non-essential public comment.
Your name, speaker, where's your name called?
What do you think my name is? Now you know it, right? Yeah,
Please
went
start with
home. Now, ever since I was home sharing and couch surfing, I learned a very valuable lesson about SSI. I can't fucking live. The cost, inflation, and Buana number 2 over there, Rodriguez has to understand. Before the LAPD made me homeless, I wasn't homeless. I had a bitch and I had a home. And then I became homeless. Then I realized that I couldn't live in Boyle Heights, Highland Park, anywhere. And I realized I was getting fucked. Not by you, Mr. Attorney, but fucked by the government. Are you part of the government? Then fuck you too. Because, you see, it's impossible. It's impossible to live in Belleville, Beverly Hills downtown, because I can't afford a condo, Bob. What kind of Jew pushes me into the street like that, Bob? Now look at item number 4 on my other minute. Homelessness emergency? You know what David O'Carter, a federal judge, said about Los Angeles? I'm putting my foot up your ass. Fuck Brentwood. Fuck that baseball field for veterans. We need housing. I'm speaking on behalf of the HHH, bitch for housing. And the cost of living. Or as you heard this elderly, elegant black woman said, even her SSI can't afford her a luxury fucking place to live, Bob. Now, I don't know what fucking Jew society you come from, but my Native American motherfucking ass know where to live. I'll set up my fucking teepee next to Padilla's house if this keeps up. So now to my non-general public comment. You know, it's fine you bring your lobbyists in here. It's fine that you want to pad your ass with them and talk to the side about how you want to create living quarters and make development. But when you send some big lobbyists to sit on my motherfucking hand, like I'm some fucking faggot when only I'm a queer, I don't like that. Yeah, shut the fuck up. I'm a queer and you don't like it, too bad. We're all LGBT faggots here, simplified fucking faggots. And you don't put your fucking ass on my hand unless I tell you so, motherfuckers. And the only fucking fag I fuck is the fucking fag I want to fuck. Don't fuck with me and don't fuck with development and fuck our developers on behalf of David O'Carter, you open fucks. Where are the homelessness and mercy vacancy laws?
Thank you.
Before, I apologize for this language, but it's freedom of speech. We're unable to prevent it. I apologize that they're using that language, hateful language, homophobic language, racist language, anti-Semitic language. It's completely unacceptable, and there's apparently nothing I can do about it. Next speaker, your name and the items you're speaking on. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Yeah.
My name is Anne-Marie Molina, and I snuck out of work to come and talk to you guys.
Can I ask what items you're speaking on today?
General comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
I'm a nonprofit housing counselor. We were granted a grant of $450,000 to help with rental assistance in June of 2023 through the LO Care Grant. I came and spoke to you guys a couple of months ago because some of my tenants were going to get evicted. I'm at a place now where I snuck out of work to come here because it's not moving. It's going on 2 years, and I have tenants that have been on the circle, and many of you kindly have reached out and said that we're going to check in on it, but nothing has happened, and it's been a year and a half, and my nerves are shot. I hope, please, one of you can reach out and move the needle. Whatever is delaying this over a year and a half, people will lose their rentals. I don't need to preach to the choir about what we're facing.
Thank you so much. I'm so sorry, Speaker. My staff member will assist you, and we're gonna sort this out. Your name and the
item you're speaking on? Hi, my name is ZacharyObama. I'm speaking on like this lady before me. I could stand here and cry. Look at this beautiful building that was built probably 107 years ago at a time that was easier and softer and gentler for us all to live. Now, we all have to do many jobs. I'm an actress, I'm a writer, I'm a singer, I volunteer, I clean apartments, I do everything to survive. I have an Airbnb that I've been doing for years and years, and I don't get it. Why mess with it? Why is we have nothing better to do than to come in and try to change the laws and mess with it? All we're trying to do is live. All we're trying to do is survive. We're supposed to help people. We're supposed to be there for others that need help. This is what your job is, to hear the right things and do the right thing for everybody, not just yourselves, but for us. What is there? Some hotels, corporate hotels out there working around, they want more money, and so they need to get rid of us. Are they paying so much? Somewhere, somehow, this all has to stop. Everybody putting money in their own pocket, when we're just putting a pittance in our pockets to try to survive, to get through this life. And that's what everything else we have to contend with. I live in Venice, and I'm afraid to go out at night because of the danger around there. It's just somehow it all needs to stop. We need to care about each other and let us all survive by keeping something in Gucci. Why does everybody have a right to tell us who can have their own homes? I think I should have that right. That's everybody else.
Okay, you have 1 minute, and I could request that you just hold the mic a little closer to you so we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yes, I am proud Airbnb Superhost with 5 years star rating. For the past 6 years, I had the privilege of housing travelers from around the globe, providing them with unique experience with showcasing the beauty of a vibrant city of Los Angeles. Most things have been immensely rewarding, not only in terms in financial support it provided, but also the enriched anticipation I have in my guests. I enjoy learning about the culture and sharing insight about our city. This income is vital for me to manage expenses, including my mortgage, especially in today's challenging economic climate. Very important. Every day that I host, the city benefits significantly. The revenue generated from short-term rental contribute to our local economy, with each extension request bringing over $900 annually to the city, along with the daily tax income from both and guests and shows.
My name is ZacharyObama, and then I'm speaking of item number 2, and public comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute for the item, 1 minute for general public comment.
Thank you. I worked in Hollywood in the retail store for 17 years. I think the ability to customer service to serve these people. The rent on 3rd Street doubled and once had to close the store. I applied for unemployment. A friend suggested to me to start an Airbnb business since I have a house. We have a house with my husband, he's an elderly. And we have a beautiful view. So our house is our primary residence and only residence. The only asset that gives me an opportunity to make money. So I signed up for Airbnb, and since 2017, I'm super hooked. My guests are happy with their unique experience.
Yes, civil rights and equity. Yeah.
Ramen staffers. Let's go see if we can figure out where Kevin De Leon is. Have you seen Kevin De Leon? All right, so these people have some type of meeting going on. Kevin De Leon's office does not answer their phones. He's not at his committee assignment. He's getting extra staffing money, and he can't even be bothered to show up to his committee seat. So that's where we're at. I mean, I'm literally not going to feel bad writing bad stuff about him because it's literally that bad. And I assume these people have some type of dealing going on. This is how the game played. I heard CD2, so that's Katie Yaroslavsky's district. So they're going to meet with Katie Yaroslavsky. The cop hasn't seen KDL. All right, so